This is going to be a little companion piece to the expansion reviews, talking a little bit about the methodology and then just doing a quick look over all the expansions. So first of all, we did these letter grades and we did a weighted average. I'm going to talk about the weights here, just why they were what they were. Mechanics are the big part of the expansion. They're getting weighted the most heavily. I gave those a weight of 5. You can see that's more than really anything else. You have your components. We talk about attacks, we talk about draw pieces, we talk about payload. Draw pieces are probably things that contribute the most to the expansion, like either making or breaking it, so to speak. These are what, and you add an expansion to your pool of cards, like, is this going to make my life worse? If there's not a lot of draw there, it is going to make your life worse. If there is a lot of draw there, it is going to make your life better. Similarly, you want to consider the attacks, but certainly they come in under what are the cool things that your deck can do. What are the cool things your deck can do? It's weighted a little bit more highly. And then the attacks, it's important that you have good attacks in your expansion, just because this is your explicit interaction in Dominion for most of the time. But at the same time, if they're a little bit weaker, it doesn't hurt as badly as if these other two are a little bit weaker. The strength ones go above the fun ones. Obviously we're citing fun really throughout the entire thing, but the strength one goes above these most exciting, most unpleasant things, just because they represent more cards. We were looking at 2 or 3 cards for high-end strength, 2 or 3 cards for low-end strength, talking about, like, is this something that is well represented in this expansion? Most exciting, most unpleasant, certainly things that are important, but when we're only looking at one card, we don't want to give it too much weight. And then, of course, the fluff pieces, the theme artwork vibe, maybe I could even drop these down to 1, like half a point, but I kept them up at 1 because, these are things that do matter when you're evaluating how good an expansion is. Alright, now looking over the end result, there's some pretty colors, but best expansion is Allies, kind of the other top tier ones, Nocturne, Hinterlands, Adventures, Cornucopian Guilds, Rising Sun, all in a bunch, Empire's Renaissance, and some of these early expansions like Base Intrigue, Seaside, Prosperity, Dark Ages. Somehow Plunder ends up in there. I don't really have a high opinion of Plunder. Alchemy is clearly the worst expansion. Like, in addition to being small, it almost feels effectively even smaller just because of the cards in it. So, you'll notice that I said on every single one of these that you should buy it, and really you should. And it can get a little bit on the expensive side. If you're willing to play digitally, the Dominion.Games website has a subscription service where, like, for I think it's like $40-something a year, you can basically play all of these, and that's definitely maybe a more cost-effective way to be doing it. So that's something to look at. I mean, I do recommend experiencing all the cards. I mean, this is just my opinion, right? Certainly that there's better things that can be happening. Maybe you'll like some of the things I don't. Maybe you'll love Swindler. Maybe you'll love Possession. Maybe you'll love Loot. But maybe you'll hate some of these decisions that come out of Allies. This is just one thing, and really you should experience all of Dominion for yourself.